about doing all that. I wish the freaking. I'm gonna have to fix that. Error has occurred. Hey. How do they quit the game and still stay on stream? Lil Tit gotta be doing that job. Like he'll quit or he'll still be streaming. Bro, let me chill quick talk about this man. Lil Tit got fired up, having beef already. Oh wow, really? I said let me. Now fit it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we could do it on the turf. Oh Lord. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Bro, before that ain't gonna work, let me show you how to summer. Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the College Championship game.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7, got it.
And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll say the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
Kevin, this is the night where we're going to see some intense basketball, high energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game. Like no,
got him. I gotta hit that.
Really, a big
that hurts.
In a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4.
Oh.
4 on the clock. That's good. Hill's got his first points of the night.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Here's Griffin. After the Badgers picking up a basket just moments ago. Evans with the steal. Hawkins against Free. Here's Decker. And off the left
they
side.
started off right.
And for that 1941 title you mentioned, Greg, for the Badgers, it was actually their first invitation to the college tournament club.
How about that
Take
for
that.
a first impression?
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad at all. Prior to their recent run of success, that was their lone bright spot as a program.
There's a good screen.
Give me that.
Griffin
Give me
with the
that.
steal.
And with any championship
Zero.
game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on, and this one is Free. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Evans. And there are the Badgers with another bucket. UCLA trails by 5.
Put your trust in nobody.
Over to the left wing.
I said have faith in men, but put your trust in
Johnson the
nobody.
screen. Starks kicks to Griffin.
Good stuff. Oh, what the freak? Oh, he didn't want to let me take off.
From about 16. Fires from the line. Will not go. This is off the front ice. In transition, here comes the Badger. Conley leading the charge. And Wisconsin. Who they've got. Hill is out there. 1:12 left to play in the first half. Free passes to Griffin. Inside. Here's Fresh. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Now here's
I know I shouldn't have did that. He was waiting to get out of here. Of course I send it back. Run it.
Here's Fresh. Outside Griffin.
With this. Oh.
There's 31 seconds left here in the first half of the game. Got a piece of it.
Oh, I messed that up.
Now Hawkins. Unloads from 13. Almost, but it rolls out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
This man tried to set a pick on me.
Three-pointer.
Take it.
But they get it back.
No.
The first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Bruins on top, up 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the second half. Just one half of basketball left to determine this year's college basketball championship team.
Take my say.
And welcome. To get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan. Pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
I got him beat.
As we get set to watch how the college basketball
season
will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Griffin in at the 3.
Bro,
free out
this man.
Fresh, and it's
No,
Roberts in at the
Jordan.
5. Rolling
Let's go.
the paint. And
Go.
for the Badgers, we've got Hawkins.
Go.
He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
I should have taken it.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of
And that's what happens when you
so
get
it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And for the Bruins, Griffin in at small forward.
Good job.
It's
Whoever
a
kept this up.
4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Payton kicks to Gibson. There's a screen. It's Hawkins on the wing. And the 3 off target. Outside Griffin.
And really, These are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he's got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Oh!
Here's Campbell.
Get it.
They get the rebound. Tries again. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bruins.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Now here's what UCLA is going with on the floor. Looney's checked in for Campbell, and Barton subbed in for Fresh. And Wisconsin also making a switch. Hill's checked in, and Wisconsin, who they've got. They've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward. The Bruins leading by 3.
You know I click clack where you and your men's at.
They set the pick.
Through the wide baseball bat. Rooftop like we bringing 88.
Outside Griffin.
Made you look. You a
Passes it to Looney, right wing.
Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. With them gangsters.
Corner pass it to Looney.
Oh.
Layup fall. And UCLA leads by 5.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now get up off your like your seat's hot. My lob.
Evans outside.
Trunk in the car, we got the street. Don't start none, won't be none. No reason.
1:58 left here in the second half of the game.
Are you?
Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
The Bruins making a switch here. Freeze checked in.
What a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for free.
Can't hit that shot. I know he overcommitted.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Feeds it to Barton. He dishes it to Griffin. 1:19 left here in the second half. And the layup's good off the glass.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airtight. And that was far from it.
C-Suite and his team go for the title here. He is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American.
It's this simple, guys. I'm a leader at last. There's a dawn you with my spit. Lose consciousness.
We need to dominate the glass. Bigs, get the ball off the rim and get it out to our guards so we can get out in transition.
Fresh is checked in for Barton.
Give me the momentum. Dude, Jesus, like it's only you got a minute and 11. Come on, man.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Hill kicks to Hawkins. Evans goes. The Bruins go the other way with it. And here's Griffin. He kicks it to Roberts. To the left side wing. Here's Fresh.
I knew you was gonna do it.
Excellent. Really
I just had
job,
to
actually, by the
deep down in my
defense
soul. I
as he was going up to that.
Hawkins kicks to Decker. seconds left to play in the
stuff out of here.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it 2 in a row. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Griffin against Payton. Kicks it to Fisher. And it's out of bounds.
I'd say
and they say that was touched by Griffin.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Payton dishes to Conley. Jacks up a 3.
Yeah, let him hit that move.
UCLA grabs the miss.
I'm out. Turn there behind the back.
Outside Griffin. Basket good.
Yeah, boy, and a glitch all over there.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation. Being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players,
the
rest of the students watching,
I thought we won another
something
game.
that can never be taken from you. They will always have this moment in history to reflect upon.
I don't even care. Some decent numbers. I don't think for college though.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay.
Not trying to watch that.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University University of Kentucky. With the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Isaiah Griffin from UCLA.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that it was true. It happened to me.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Frequency vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
He's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now.
I know I'm gonna get drafted.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell.
Yeah. Welcome back. You got back the same time I did. Should have been doing it from the jump, simply. So you should have just did that from the jump, simply. Earphones.
In reality, I'm just an average Joe with a simple life, no American
Yes, I
idol. When I
did.
get by, wish I could tour with Fit Will, but back to the real world, time to wake up, still any
I got all of
with
it.
big brothers bad.
What number am I? Jersey number 6, 13. Can't even be 12. I mean 11. You must really want Tekken 7. You must really want Tekken 7. Alright. Why is that? Well, never mind. No, Nate. I know exactly what you want. Forgot you're a Tekken fan. Really? Not trying to come across like it's no freaking whisper. I don't know why. Program. Store. I need to upgrade my attributes first. Attributes. Bro, I'm a 55 overall. It's not fair. And I'm getting traded after my rookie year. And I'm not going to get rookie of the year.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year.
Quit yelling.
This is only the beginning of...
I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this guy. He just came in yelling.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Coming in off the road. Checked in for Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Johnson, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Caldwell Pope. And stepping out onto the floor now for his very first official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Griffin.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
So on the floor for Utah, Griffin, he's in at small forward. Alec Burks is out there with Shelvin Mack. Then it's Jeff Withey, and it's Booker in at the power forward.
I made it. Oh, my God.
And he gets it to go. And that's the very first basket right there, folks, of what is hopefully a very long and a very prosperous career from Griffin.
You know, there should be a lot more of those ahead. I mean, he's no flash in the pan, guys. I mean, he's going to be around this league a long time.
Certainly appears that way to me, too. I mean, he's got the confidence and ability of a player who's capable of being a fixture in this league for years.
Here's Matt. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. From 11 feet away, no good from Booker. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against Atlanta.
You looked at him. You legit sat, you stood there and looked at him.
Usually count on the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Griffin kicks to Booker.
I can't get it down here. I can't get it down low.
Just fine to shoot.
No.
Here's Mack. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Shelvin.
Mack's got his first points in this one. Jackson passes to Johnson. Baines dishes to Jackson. Here's Johnson, and that's not going to go. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Pistons lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains?
And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Johnson, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Aaron Baines out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Meeks in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. On the wing, Johnson. It's tipped and stolen by Hood. Nato, he's guarded by Meeks.
I can seal him. Good job.
Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
Nato, guarded by Jackson.
I don't know why I called for that.
6 on the shot clock. Nato got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession.
And window.
While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. In fourth, the Pistons.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
The Jazz making a switch here. Max checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And really, last season was one of improvement for the Pistons. They were able to shoot the ball better and better as the season wore on. Overall, they cut out the little mistakes that had bothered them back in 14.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And Matt kicks to Booker. It's blocked.
Rocky not getting back on like 10:30 at night.
There's 49 seconds left here in the second. Pistons passing it around.
And I got training tomorrow.
And so he draws the foul on the shot.
Do that. Good job.
To shoot 2. As you said, Greg, the Pistons were a team that showed marked improvement, and Clark, they did clean up their play style as well.
Yeah, they got better from 2014 to 15 in terms of upping their assist and cutting down the turnovers. Just made it a much more enjoyable game to watch the way they play. A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening. One-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
Here's Griffin. And
yeah, I know it's a bad.
Pistons leading by 11.
We're not going to get into all that, but I have 2 older sisters too.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Johnson outside. Lets it go with the 3.
I have my
Utah
hand up.
with the rebound.
Yeah, you hear me?
Matt can't get it to go. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. The Pistons on top, up by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. we begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, guys. And so Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Johnson, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Caldwell Pope. So on the floor for Utah, Griffin in at small forward. Favors is out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Sheldon Mack. And it's Burks in at the 2.
He whipped me already.
And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Johnson's got the ball.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
They set the pick. Jackson passes to Meeks. Shot from 12. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Meeks. Morris has got 5.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
And Mack kicks to Booker. Outside Griffin.
And one done.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success.
How's my overall solo when I come into the league?
Playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything.
Freaking Jordan was like a 90.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready. He's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific. Sometimes that step-back move gives you just enough time and space to gather yourself for a good release.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Detroit running away with it. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. A different look here for Detroit. Marcus Morris is checked in for Tolliver. Johnson comes in for Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. We've got Jody Meeks. Marcus Morris is out there with Johnson. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Johnson, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.